It's time for Timothy. Yes, boys and girls, pop and potato chips or milk and meat. Help Tim find out which grows the longest tail.
It was so nice to have you two here to eat with me. Kathleen, will you be a good girl and clean off the table for Grandma Elsie? I want to get these dishes out of the way so I can sit and watch a little TV tonight. Timothy, you can take out the garbage for us. Why, Timothy, you hardly touched your nice supper at all. Now, whatever is the matter? Are you sick, darling?
I'm not sick. I just wasn't hungry, that's all.
You not hungry? Why, Timothy, every time I turn around, you've got your nose in the cupboard, trying to find something to eat.
And I can't find anything good. All you've got is carrot sticks, celery, and apples. No cookies, no potato chips, not even a bottle of pop. And tonight, what's on my plate? Stuffed peppers, salad, and rosy applesauce. We can get rosy applesauce at school.
I thought it was delicious, Tim. I love stuffed peppers.
Yeah, girls would. Whatever happened to hot dogs and fries?
Now, they're good sometimes, but we have to try new things. Everyone knows vegetables are so good for you.
Don't you remember what we're learning in science about the 4 basic food groups, Timothy?
Meat, milk, fruit, vegetables, and grain. Most of that stuff can go down the drain. Hot dogs, candy bars, poppin' fries. Now that's the big 4 for all us guys.
You're not so funny, Timothy. Wait till tomorrow. You won't get a rat.
Rat? Who's getting a rat? I certainly hope he doesn't get one. That's one thing I'm not having in this house, a rat.
Oh, we aren't allowed to bring them home. Just take care of them at school. It's a nutrition experiment. The Nutrition Council is bringing 2 rats to our school for our class to take care of. One rat gets all good food and the other gets fed junk food. And we measure and we weigh them. It's a very important experiment.
Who takes care of these rats? Kathleen, I just don't think I want the 2 of you handling big old rats. Why, land sakes, they could bite. I just don't like rats and never did, and I'm not going to start now.
These are special white laboratory rats. They show us how to pick them up. And Mr. Beaker said they're clean and safe and disease-free. I want to take care of one.
And Grandma Elsie, they have pretty little pink eyes. And Grandma, they're just baby rats. I hope I get to care for one. I'd do a really good job.
Well, I'm glad you can't be bringing them home. A rat's a rat, I always say. But if Timothy learns better eating habits, I'm all for it. Now, let's get this kitchen cleaned up.
I was very pleased with your behavior while our guest was here. Now, class, are there any questions about the experiment?
Who's going to get to take care of the rats?
We'll get to that in a few minutes. First, I want to talk about the chart that is on the board. As I've said, the project will last 4 weeks. As you can see, there's a space for each rat's name. If you're chosen to care for a rat, then you may name it. The rats are weighed at the beginning of the project and again at the end of each week. Each rat needs a weighing box. This could be a coffee can with holes in the lid. This is so the rat can't run away when we weigh it. Each week, we must measure the rat's tail. A healthy rat grows a long tail. After measuring each rat's tail, we put the length in this space. Now, remember, boys and girls, we'll be measuring in centimeters and weighing in grams. We've talked about that in math class. Yes, Gertrude, you have a question?
Is it time now to pick the rat keepers?
right.
We can't wait.
All right. Settle down. We'll soon know who the rat keepers will be. Write your name on a slip of paper and fold it in half. Kathleen, you pass this box around. Now, each of you put the paper in the box. If there's anyone who doesn't want to be a rat keeper, that's fine. Just don't put your name in the box. Remember, only 2 rat keepers, but we'll try to find some job for each of you. Gertrude, you choose the first name.
Can I pick my own name?
You'll have your eyes closed, so if you pick your own name, you're just plain lucky. Are you ready?
Hurry, who is
All
it?
right, come on.
Oh,
It's my name.
Oh,
Hurry,
hurry.
come on.
Well, our first lucky rat keeper is Timothy Churchmouse.
All right. See, Kathleen, I knew it would be me. Oh, boy. Timothy Rat Keeper Extraordinary.
Now, Tim, you draw the second name. Rat Keeper number 2 is, well, what do you know? I can hardly believe my eyes.
Hurry, Mr. Beaker, who is it? I can hardly stand it. Who?
Kathleen Churchmouse.
Oh, come on. I didn't draw her name, did I? Girls can't take care of rats. They're afraid of them. I wanted to draw Jonathan's name.
I can too. I can take care of a rat, and a lot better than you can, Timothy Churchmouse.
That's enough. Kathleen, you will have the control rat.
Mr. Beaker, I want to feed my rat good stuff like pop and candy bars. Not all that other stuff, vegetables, oatmeal. You know what I mean, Mr. Beaker? All that really neat stuff.
That's just what I thought. You'll have the experimental rat, Tim. This project lasts 4 weeks, and these little animals must be cared for every day. I think each rat keeper should have an assistant in case of absences. Kathleen, who would you like to be your helper?
Oh, I choose Gertrude.
Gertrude, would you like the job?
You'd better believe it.
Mr. Beaker, I choose Jonathan. I know he'd like the job.
That's fine. Now, here are some things we need for the project. At the end of the day, we'll decide who brings what.
Well, these 2 apples will make a good after-school snack for my 2 darlings. They should be coming in any minute now. Here are my 2 young'uns now.
Grandma
both got
Elsie!
rats.
Grandma
Goodness,
Elsie!
we really did.
My lands, both of you are going to take care of a rat? Now sit right down and tell me all about land sakes the rats. My.
I've got
the
the control rat.
experimental rat.
I'm really going to
I
do
was
a
chosen
great
first.
job.
It's just going to
Now-
be fun.
Land sakes, I can't make head nor tail out of what you're saying. Now, Kathleen, you tell me first.
My rat's called the control rat, Grandma. It gets a special, good, nutritious diet using all of the basic 4 food groups. So it will grow big and strong and have beautiful fur and a real long tail.
That sounds fine, darling. Now, Tim, what's that you're saying about an experimental rat?
Well, my rat, Superman, that's what I'm naming my rat, can eat anything I give him. He's going to be just as strong or stronger than Kathleen's.
Oh, your rat has a name. Kathleen, what are you going to name your little critter?
Well, Grandma Elsie, they're both boys. I had a great name if it was a girl, Wonder Woman. But now, I don't know what to do. I don't have a boy rat's name.
Oh, there's lots of cute names. I had a kitten once with the name of Fluffy. He was a boy. Or how about Snowball? You did say they were white, didn't you?
I've decided I'm going to name my rat Mr. Champion, 'cause he's going to be the best, a true champion.
We'll just see about that.
Well, now let's see if we've got everything. Our 2 cages and some permanent cage tags. Got to be sturdy so the rats can't chew them up or tear them. Now some cups. Got some cups for food and drink. Yeah. And we'll need some paper towels here. I don't want to use newspaper because the ink on the newspaper discolors the rat's fur. And let's see now. Oh yes, the cage covers. You gotta have them for nighttime. And some coffee cans with lids. And of course the scale to weigh them. And gloves for handling the rats. Sure. See. How about our food items? Yeah. See, for our control rat, we need some oatmeal and some bread and vegetables and meat and some milk. And now for our other little rat here, we got some pop and candy and some chips. That ought to be about all of it, I think.
Tim, Superman doesn't look too good. I think he's losing his hair. He's hardly moving at all.
He's just resting. You should have seen him the other day, running all over the place. This pop will pep him up. And wait till he gets a taste of these crunchy munchies. Come on, Superman, swing that tail around. Show old John how long it is.
Tim, have you looked at Mr. Champion lately? Look at his tail. It must be over 10 centimeters long. How long is Superman's tail?
Jonathan, you're my helper. Who you for anyway? We'll just see how long it is. Come on, we'll measure it right now.
Well, how long is it? Tim? Tim, come on, tell me. We'll put it on the chart.
It's pretty long. It's 8.2 centimeters. That's great.
I don't know, Tim. Look here. On Mr. Champion's chart, 9.2 centimeters.
Let me see. Kathleen made a mistake. Girls can't measure. I know that can't be right. Kathleen and Gertrude don't do it right.
Nope, Mr. Beaker checks. I think it's what we're feeding him. You just can't live on junk food.
I do. I eat what I want, and I'm healthy.
Aw, come on. You drink milk every day. And Grandma Elsie makes you taste everything. Kathleen sure gives Mr. Champion lots of milk. In fact, something from each food group. Meat, fruit and vegetables, and bread, and cereal. Our poor rat doesn't get any milk and only a little cereal. You're always giving him chips and candy bars. Just junk.
Wait, there's 2 more weeks to go. He's just a slow starter.
Isn't this fun? I'm sure glad you picked me to help. I just love Mr. Champion. He's beautiful.
That's because we feed him good food. Mr. Champion, you're the most handsome rat I've ever seen.
How many rats have you seen? Mr. Champion and Superman. And take a look at Superman. He looks terrible.
Oh, poor little thing. He looks so sick. Do you think we should give him some of Mr. Champion's food? Maybe just a little bit?
Not on your life. First, that's against the rules, and you gotta follow the rules. Second, Tim thought he was so smart. Anybody can get along just fine on junk food. That's what he said.
That's not the rat's fault. You're right, though. We have to follow the rules. It is an experiment in nutrition.
Mr. Beaker won't let the rats get really sick. He checks them every day. Come on, Kathleen. I got ball practice.
Superman, what's the matter with you? You're not growing very much. And your tail, it's so short. I've given you lots of good stuff to eat. What's the trouble, huh? I didn't think milk and vegetables were all that important. I do drink lots of milk, and I eat some vegetables. Grandma Elsie says, take 1 taste of what's on your plate. I've given you everything I like to eat. Nothing I don't like. Gee, I'd change places with you any day. But something's going wrong. You're just not growing. Hey, wait! How'd I get here? This is the schoolroom. Mr. Champion cage and Mr. Champion. And I'm in Superman's cage. What's going on? Who are you?
I'm Super Rat. Now I'll feed you. Here's your supper. Pop and chocolate chewy gooey's. Eat hearty. Ha ha ha.
This is great. It's fine with me. One question, Mr. Super Rat. How'd I get in here?
Magic. You wanted to eat only what you liked. You gave Superman this kind of food. You wished to be in his place, so here you are. I'll be here to feed you 3 times a day, all the goodies you want.
No more pop. No more chocolate chewy gooeys. I feel terrible.
Another day, another breakfast, all the things you like. Why, Timothy, you don't look well. You look unhappy. Don't you like these lovely meals I bring you?
You call this junk food? I like a glass of cold milk, or a big red apple, or a cheese sandwich. Hey, I'd even eat one of Grandma Elsie's stuffed peppers. Just let me out.
What happened to a certain person who always ate junk food? Who bragged to their friend how healthy they were,
I've learned something. Good food is important. A treat now and then is all right, but it's the basic 4 that keeps a guy going strong. Wow! I'm free! How'd that happen? More of your magic stuff, Mr. Super Rat?
Not my magic. The magic of good nutrition.
What do you mean? Good nutrition isn't magic.
Yes, it is. When you eat the right foods, the basic 4, you have a strong mind and body. And I call that magic. You and Superman proved it, didn't you?
I guess we did. I'm weak, and I feel terrible. Superman's tail isn't growing like it should, and he's tired all the time. His coat isn't shiny and thick like Mr. Champion's.
Can you use this magic to help Superman?
I sure can. This is the last week of the experiment. It said that my rat could, or, well, should get the basic 4 foods. I thought that part was dumb. Not anymore. He's going to get meat, vegetables, cereal, and plenty of milk. Then watch his tail grow. What a clean plate. And 2 helpings of green beans. My lands, a body would have thought you were starving. Anytime you eat all your vegetables, it sets me a-wondering.
I guess my Mr. Champion proved to Tim that vegetables are important.
Kathleen, what do you mean by that?
Well, the rat experiment finished today, and Mr. Champion won. His tail was a whole centimeter longer than Superman's, and he weighed more, and he was the champion, just like his name.
Okay, Kathleen, I'll admit you were right about good food. You and Mr. Champion did prove that, but you had a little help.
The only help we had was the Basic Four.
You mean the magic Basic Four. That's what I learned, and I won't forget it.
Magic or not, I'm for that rat project you were doing. Not only Tim, but I know every young'un in that class learned the importance of good food.
Give us, guys, the magic of the Basic Four makes bodies and minds stronger than ever before. Superman lost by the length of his tail. With the Basic Four, he would never fail.